Last week's fire at a high-rise condo in Virginia Beach is sparking a conversation about fire safety. Crews rescued a woman from a 15th floor balcony at Cape Henry Towers on Shore Drive Wednesday after fire crews raced up the stairs to put the fire out. Fire truck ladders cannot reach that high. Derek Lytle spoke with first responders at the Virginia Beach Fire Department about how crews train to handle high-rise fires, Derek, and the resources they need to do their job.
Yeah, hey, Dana, interesting conversation here. An Assistant Chief of Operations, Michael Carter with the Virginia Beach Fire Department, says their truck ladders reach roughly 10 stories high. Now, he says any higher would not be practical or make sense. He says they've trained for nearly 15 years on high-rise operations and are ready to battle any fire high above ground at a moment's notice. Now, on the other hand, one area they are in some need of help, staffing, needing to hire 51 additional people to be considered fully staffed. Carter, an assistant chief on operations on C shift, says ladder height is not an issue that will prevent them from saving lives.
Not having a ladder truck being able to do that is something we plan for and are prepared for to be able to mitigate that issue very, very quickly.
Using older high-rise hotels in the area, Virginia Beach Fire Department has trained their crews for more than a decade on how to fight a high-rise fire using internal standpipes to access water from within the structure during a fire.
As the Old Cavalier and some other hotels at the oceanfront like the Belvedere, we've had live training on that with our folks and integrated in that to how we respond every day.
With a woman rescued from the 15th floor at the Cape Henry Towers last week, Carter says it's a perfect example of how they treat a situation 10 floors or higher.
In this particular case, our EMS was with us, and they had staged on the floor below and be able to bring folks to them if they were having any kind of issues. So we used the building to our advantage.
Currently, the biggest area the department would like to address, staffing. To be fully staffed and have ideal crews of 4 to an apparatus, the department would need to hire 51 personnel, including 42 for all 3 shifts and 9 battalion aides.
So the more we can do with staffing and getting 4 folks on those apparatus and more folks to be able to assist us to get that happening, the better it will be because we can be faster in mitigating that issue.
A point Virginia Beach Councilman of District 7, Cass Jackson Green, hopes can be addressed moving forward.
Fire EMS, those are jobs that we need to have filled. We need to have that maximum capacity. And as a city council member, I'm always talking to my colleagues, how can we make sure to have our police, fire, EMS at maximum capacity?
Working to lower response times and keep people in VB safe.
So our goal would be to have 4 people on every apparatus. We still have a number of apparatus that have not met that, and we're working with, through budgets, through the city manager, city council to kind of continue to push towards that.
45 firefighters initially responded to that fire at the Cape Henry Towers, and water was on that fire within 15 minutes. Derek Lytle, 13 News Now.
All right, thanks, Derek. And staff at the Virginia Beach Fire Department remind people it's important to make an emergency action plan and practice that plan ahead of time. That can make a big difference when a fire actually happens.